You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, welcome back, hoodies. Thanks for tuning in today. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also, we will be live tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. It is Friday, so Friday Night Live. We got some subjects, some topics to discuss. Y'all know is no holds barred, no topics off limit on Friday Night Live. And anybody can jump on the screen with us. We can have up to 10 people up here on the screen on StreamYard. So throughout the night, we just be continually dropping the link so people can click on the link and jump up here with us if you want to. No pressure, no pressure. But yeah, we open the floor on Friday nights for anybody to speak on any topic, subject, anything from the hood to the White House and beyond. So it can be anything, anything. But again, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And today we will be discussing Queen Sugar, and it is season 5, episode 4, early May 2020. So, around the time of last May, a lot of things was going down. A lot of things was shutting down. A lot of people was getting sick. A lot of people was dying. So let's get right into this review. Now, at the beginning of this episode, I was like, well, look at Blue. All intelligent and whatnot. That little man, he knows more about the human body type than I ever did. Like, he had me... He taught me something new. I had no idea that our temp can differ, throughout the day. Just things like that. I'm like, these kids, they too smart. They too smart. So yeah, Blue, he is super smart. He is doing really well. He's coming along just fine, with his at home learning, during the quarantine. But on the flip side, his mother Darla is about to lose her doggone mind. I don't know. I don't know how she's going to manage the quarantine month after month after month. I mean, and I really don't know how Raw is going to handle it as well. Darla insists that she needs to hurry up and find out because she cannot find a way to keep Blue occupied. While Darla is painting and doing patchwork, Blue just be flying through his homework. She's like, I was like, I thought the girl was about to have a daggone heart attack. But, when I look at it, I'm like, this kind of thing, is probably normal with drug addicts or recovering drug addicts. Like, they literally need to be doing something or be involved in something, to keep them busy from thinking about drugs, at least, at the beginning of the process when they are, trying to stop doing the drugs. Because let's not forget, Darla, she had a whole relapse at the end of last episode. She had a whole relapse at the end of last episode, thanks to Nova, putting all her personal information, revealing all her demons in the book, in Nova's book. So I hope that being under quarantine does not send Darla, spiraling out of control again, into another relapse. Because if that happens and Raw had to quit his job to support her, then who the heck is going to pay the bills? Like, will Ralph Angel eventually have to turn to Charlie for money? Because he don't want to do that. But I'm wondering. And speaking of Ralph Angel, making money, he done made a new friend at the nursing home where he just started. And while they were introducing themselves, the guy's named Mr. Reggie. So Mr. Reggie asked Raw, does he like working there? And all it took was one look at Raw for Mr. Reggie to tell that the job was basically a means to an end. In other words, Raw got a struggle job. And sometimes y'all, we get a struggle job and it has sometimes nothing to do with the job. It's just like, oh, I'm working here because I need the money. I mean, it's just, I got a job. I got 2 jobs. Now I need a 3rd job. It's just, a struggle job. But after getting to know Reggie a little better and hearing that today was his birthday, Rob kind of lightened up and he went from just, this is a child, to getting a little closer to Reggie and trying to get to know him a little better. And I thought that was so sweet how Rob brought Reggie's wife to see him on his birthday. Like, even that glass doorway between the couple couldn't even keep them from touching each other. 57 years of marriage. I was just like, wow. That loving display right there had Rob running right home into the arms of his soulmate, dying to get married as soon as they can. And from what they say, it might happen the next episode. But I was like, good luck with that. Like, are they allowing people to go down to the courthouse just to get married? Like, y'all can't wait to the end of the pandemic? Y'all can't wait another month? Y'all can't wait till the quarantine is over? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. So good luck with that one. But as far as Nova and Calvin, while eating breakfast with her man, Nova found out that they will be receiving a visit from his oldest daughter. Evidently, this was around the same, time that this was around the time last year when all the college campuses were shut down, sending all the students home. And because of that, his daughter wants to quarantine with her father and Nova. And in doing that, Calvin, who's had a strained relationship with his daughter, since the divorce, he hopes that they can reconnect possibly, during the quarantine. However, Nova, she didn't like that idea. Oh, swearing that his ex-wife Haley was just trying to use Courtney to, be there with them to spy on her. And I get Nova's apprehension. I mean, who wouldn't get it? I totally get it. But if she's going to be with that man, he comes with some baggage, as so does she. So, will Courtney, will she continue to be receptive of Nova? I don't know. I'm sure that's what, most concerned Nova, because they've never met for one. Nova met the youngest daughter, and that seemed to have went okay. The youngest daughter didn't seem to mind or seem to care. At least that's what it seemed like. But when she met the son, that was a different story. He was looking at her like, daddy, I know the hell you didn't bring this black girl over to my grandpappy house. But the son, he couldn't stand the fact that his dad moved on. Now, whether that includes the fact that Nova's black, I don't know yet. I just really hope that the racism from his elders hasn't passed down to him. But before Calvin's daughter arrived, Nova did make a point. And that was Calvin had assured Nova that his daughter would love her. Despite saying that, though, Nova responded with, no offense, bro. But we're not even sure that she really loves you. Did y'all see the look on Calvin's face? He was looking like, well, yeah, you might be right. They ain't really had no relationship in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But once Snuggles arrived, Courtney, she made a first nice impression, didn't she? At first, I thought the reason why she knew the exact date when she told her father to never call her that again was because that was the last time they had spoken. But November 5th, 2012 was a memorable day because she had him sign a contract not to call her that ever again. At least not in front of people. Child, when I tell you that I had the same expression on my face that Nova had on her face, because at first it looked as if Courtney was appalled at the fact that her dad was dating a black woman. But that quickly turned into Courtney telling Nova how much she's heard about her, including, how much she's involved with the True Papers. And then she embraced her, she gave Nova a big hug, thanked her for, welcoming her in her house. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is good. I was like, so far, so good. And then later, Nova and Calvin's daughter, over a game of cards, they seem to be getting along just fine. And actually, during the game of poker, were the ladies bonding? Like, did you get a sense that they were actually bonding? When Calvin called his daughter aggressive, like, Courtney was not having that. She did not like that one bit. She went into a spiel, and he was like, Nova, have you been talking to my daughter behind my back? Courtney told her father, "Ain't that just like a man to call a woman aggressive in a game that is meant to be aggressive?" She asked him, "When you be playing with your homeboys, with your guy friends, do you tell them not to be so aggressive?" Of course not, because it's an aggressive game, just like spades, without the money on the table. Even though some people, they do play spades for money, but not me, though. Not me. I don't gamble. I just sit there and play cards. I argue a little bit, but I don't like to gamble. I don't like. I mean, I win a lot in spades, but I don't like to lose at all. Okay, I can lose spades, but I don't like to lose money. But yeah, Calvin's daughter Nova, they just might make it through the quarantine together. Especially after Courtney mentioned to Nova that she has never seen her father as happy as he has been since meeting Nova. So again, maybe they'll be okay. Maybe. But let's talk about Charlie and her son Micah. Now, Charlie, we all know, is dating somebody, met somebody new. And Charlie and her son, they stuck at the home quarantine and they seemed like they were getting along really well, weren't they? Or, it seemed like it. But as soon as Charlie asked him to tell her about his new girl, Micah was literally saved by the bell. His girl just happened to call once Charlie inquired about her. And you can sense from Charlie just how much she was hoping that Micah will be able to spend some quality time with her, during the quarantine. Because so far, every time she turns around, he's on the phone with his friends or on the phone caking with his new girl. And maybe Micah, he also sensed that because he did come back, and suggested that the two of them sit down, watch a little TV together, which really surprised Charlie. And that was mainly because Micah claimed that he actually enjoyed spending time with his mother. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. But Charlie was like, I can't tell. But we all know how teens and young adults can be with parents. They might not mind hanging around us on occasions, over their friends, that is. But let them know that we are about to drop some coins on them. Shh. Them kids, they will be on you like white on rice, knowing mom and dad is about to hook them up. But this time, they really did spend some quality time together. Micah even wanted her to explain to him what it was like being pregnant with him as a teenager. Charlie has never told him her experience with having him, while attending college at the same time. And like most student mothers, it wasn't exactly easy for her because of, being the so-called good girl. She was shamed by some of her peers for getting pregnant, or for messing up, as many might call it. But, she had something to prove. So she persevered, graduating from college, top of her class, straight A's, job offers coming at her left and right. And also, there was one person who was not ashamed of her, which was her father. He always had her back, and he was always expressing how proud he was of her, how proud he'll always be of her. And I really hate you guys. This one episode just made me really wonder, why did they start the season off with him being so sick and dying? Because I would have loved to see, how he was, raising them, or when he was alive, not exactly raising them from children, but even at his age where he was, just being a parent to them. I would have loved to see that. But it is what it is. He was a great man. We didn't hear that over and over again, but still, yeah, it would have made a big difference, being able to see him. But oh well. I ain't a writer, so I don't know nothing. I'm just a commentator. I'm just a commentator, so I don't know nothing. But anywho, their bonding didn't last for very long. Once Charlie found out that Michael was planning to go to a big party in the middle of a damn pandemic, that then turned to her saying something to him like father, like son, because Micah was already having sex with this new girl, Amber, his rebound girl, and Charlie was pissed. But not because of just that, he's also not using protection. So not only is he not heeding to the advice of staying under quarantine, but he's also raw dogging it with this girl he just recently met, the rebound girl. Child, I was like, are you trying to catch COVID and the clap? I mean, within minutes, Micah went from, oh, tell me how it was being a teenage mother in college, to I'm grown, damn it, leave me alone and stay the hell out of my business. He was like, "Are you looking through my phone?" But was Charlie wrong for getting upset at the thought of him dating a white girl? Charlie herself is biracial. Just saying. But despite that, I can understand her sentiments, after everything Micah and their family has been through with the white people down there. But regardless, she apologized for to Micah for making that comment about him and his father. And I guess, for Micah, him assisting her with going through her files was his way of apologizing to her. Because I sure as hell didn't hear not one apology from him. Mm-mm. But it is what it is. They at the end of the day seem to have went very well for them too. So let's hope that they can continue being in good spirits around each other, because you know how their relationship can get really, really rocky. But let's move on to Envy in Hollywood. Hollywood, he did end up driving down to visit his mother, who he has recently, who he has been really concerned about. But during a phone call home to Envy, he expressed how upset he was finding out that, because of CBD-19, his mother couldn't receive any visitors. Then, after receiving a call from Hollywood, Envy got a call from Prosper. And for the first time, Prosper admitted that he's been distant from others because of not knowing who's been tested or not. And I kind of figured that much, just from how cold he was to Nova when she walked all up and through his crib with groceries and supplies. Didn't I say he was looking at Nova like, girl, what the hell is you doing? He had his little, what the hell is you doing up in here? He was like, just drop the bags off on the porch and dry the hell on, woman. But thanks to Envy being understanding of his fears, she promised him that he'll be safe if he comes to stay with them for a bit. Not only will that keep both of them from being lonely, while Hollywood is out of town, but instead of Nova dropping off groceries, he can have a home-cooked meal at least 3 times a day from Envy. And let's not forget her delicious pies. Vi's Pies is the bomb. So yeah, Prosper, he was like, okay. He started doing a little bankhead bounce. He was on the phone like, I'm on my way. That was too funny. He was up there doing a little jig like, I'm on my way. Say no more. But wasn't that sad to find out that Hollywood's mother wasn't able to fight off CBD-19? That scene was just like so many real life situations, where people get it one day and the next thing you know, they lost their battle. So, it was really sad. I was like, ooh, I almost had a little tear. It's crazy how these kind of things make you feel emotional, even though it's just a TV show. But a lot of these things really happen to people in real life. So I get it. But anyway, that's all I got for this particular episode. Feel free again to put your comments in the chat, what you thought about this episode, the different storylines, different scenes. Don't forget again to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And stay safe. Always remain vigilant. Be blessed. And don't forget to keep it hood. Bye.